Okay, good morning, guys. I want to show you how these are turning out. I took another front end just like this one here from a 62 Catalina that I did years and years ago. So move that out of the way. So here we go. And I made the headlights and the grills out of that, and the rest I made out of Bondo and everything for the. Let's see if I get my light over here a little bit better. There we go. For the 100 lap race car, Pontiac, that it was in 1962 or 63, somewhere in there. Maybe it was 63, but I'm making the bumper yet. That's down there. It's quite a bit wider. It was a different scale. It was 1/24th. So I'll narrow it down and make it shorter. It was too long this way. It would go almost into the wheel well. So I'll have to cut it down and make it just right. And then I'll have to L-clad to the thing, I think. Okay. So that one's turning out pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that. I started this kit as a 1965 GTO is what it started as, and then I had to get rid of all the body lines, and then I had to start over and all that other fun stuff. Anyway, that's that one. I've been real excited about that one for a while. This is a 1969 that I threw into the mix because I have a buddy that, there we go, kind of put it there. I had the side stripes, which were black, and I put them on my not yardstick, my ruler. I got out the tape, put them on my ruler, and clear coated over them without even looking at it. It was that night, all the lights were off, and I did all that, and then went back to sleep, and then that way I would have them ready for me. And here it was a messed up set, and it ended up sealing in all of the trash. So I went with a whole different set of them, and they seem to do something really funkadelic. So I'm going to let them gas out and do all the fun stuff they're going to do. Yeah, I don't know if you can see it or not, but it's got what looks like crunchies or something in it. So I'll let it dry. Normally I would have already color sanded and buffed it about an hour and a half ago, but I'm going to let it do whatever it is it wants to do because it's going to do it anyway, whether I color sand and buff it or not. So there's that. Here's the Grand Sport I've been working on for about 3 months. It seemed to have fisheye, which was a lot of fun. So I had troubles with that one. Anything could have happened to it, though, within that 3 months of sitting there like that. It can get all sorts of contaminants on it. But here's this back scoop. There's something kind of interesting about that. This deal ends up being affixed right here, but I wanted it to have the same metallic and everything on it. So I put a piece of tape across the rear window, and then I did it in there. And that way, when I put it on here, because it's going to be a rear end cooler, so they'll have some hoses going up to it, and then drill down to the body, have hoses exiting it, and all that stuff. But it's got to be the same color as the rest of the car, and it's got to have color under it. So I didn't just glue it in place. I have a bunch of stuff I got to build for it. It has here, let's see if I can kind of squish it together. Probably can't. Yeah. Okay. That's not too bad. There we go. Yeah. Put some side draft Webers on the Chevy engine. Can't get it to set right yet, I guess. But anyway, I made the wheels. I cast the back of the wheels. This one I did not turn the outers on my lathe, but I normally do, but I didn't want that aluminum look. I wanted it to be more chromeyized, so there's that. And then this one here, I've been working on I'd like to make this my rust bucket Mars entry is what I would really like to do, because I have rust yet I have to do on it. Let's see. Okay, there we go. That should show it better. Now the door doesn't have as much paint on it as the other two panels surrounding it, so I masked it off as I airbrushed a little bit of color there, and then I pulled the mask off and then airbrushed a little bit more, and then I sanded with 400 grit to get the perfect look. It's got to look just like his car. I did one an 1/18 scale out of die cast. I didn't care for that. What I didn't realize is he's got the flip front end on it, so it had the hood that open. I did send it to Greg, and he really liked it, and he has it on his desk. But this one is in scale that I like to work with. It is also in plastic that I like to work with, and I think I can make it pretty accurate. Let me see if I got some other stuff here for it. And I can show you, a little bit of it. I'll put this in there, stick that in like that. All right. Oh, that's not right. There we are. That's much better. Stick that on there. Kind of get the look of it. There. Okay, guys, I'm going to leave you with that, and I'm going to get back building the models, because that's what I enjoy doing, and that's what it's all about, I think. Okay, guys, have a great Sunday on a nice 4th of July weekend. Have a good one.